Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of The Crazy Family, a Japanese comedy from 1984 that was directed by Sogo Ishii, the man who gave us Burst City, Crazy Thunder Road, Angel Dust, Labyrinth of Dreams, Electric Dragon 80,000 Volts, and other films. So the plot goes something like this. We have the Kobayashi family. They finally get the chance to move out of their tiny, cramped Tokyo apartment in favor of the suburban house of their dreams. But things are not as perfect as it seems. The house is infested with termites and the family starts going crazy. The son is studying so obsessively for his exams that he's losing his mind. The daughter is oblivious of everything except her forthcoming record company audition. The grandfather starts getting World War II flashbacks. And the father is so worried about his family's sickness that he thinks it can only be cured by group suicide. And as their house begins to crumble, so does the sanity of its inhabitants. Now, the title Crazy Family is entirely accurate. This family becomes inflicted with this, civilization sickness that drives them all insane. And thematically, this is a satire of the prototypical Japanese family, which exaggerates the flaws to absurd proportions. In the background, there's this aspect of inflated house prices, which adds pressure on the family unit, especially the father, in terms of the financial requirements. So this movie is entirely relevant in 2024 America due to housing costs and other economic factors that create stress on making a new home work, especially like that dream suburban home type aspect or, thought process or goal. So even if you have the financial wherewithal to purchase your dream house, it just might drive you crazy. And that's like the basis for the film. There are some other themes that manifest as well. I enjoyed the son who uses ridiculous lengths to study for his college entrance exam. This is entirely relevant nowadays as well, especially in Japan, at least. And then the filmmakers do make reference to some bad stuff that the Japanese committed during World War II, which is quite dark, and that occurs a little bit later on. I was kind of surprised they included that in this. But yeah, there's a few different themes in this film. There is some good, content here in terms of like baseline and foundation. Now, in terms of entertainment value, the situation does get crazy, even during the first half. This movie really does not waste much time getting to the craziness. Now, eventually, these characters go completely off their rocker, which results in some outlandish sequences during the second half. And I'm going to avoid talking about specifics mostly, because you should experience this for yourself. Now, I do want to mention the scene with the giant drill, which had some really neat camera work. It's one of my favorite individual scenes in the entire movie, and you'll know when it happens. Now, from a stylistic standpoint, the opening credits are pretty cool. You use pictures, stop-motion-like effects, classic film presentation, kind of all at the same time. And there's some very cool handheld camera work during a segment that shows the father running like down the street and through the subways and then comes back out on the street. And it's another one of my personal favorite scenes in the movie. I would not be surprised if this was like guerrilla filmmaking, because I don't think they were shooting this on sets. They had a dude run through a subway with the camera right behind or in front of him. So that was pretty cool. That was a cool scene. And it's always an added bonus to watch a Japanese film from the 1980s, because you can see the similarities and differences with modern day Japan. So even some of the signs on the subways in this film look like they haven't changed in like 40 years. I just found that to be amusing. Now, I did sit down and watch The Crazy Family twice during the past week or so. Once normally and then once with the commentary on the recent Blu-ray release. And for some reason, I would not rank this as one of my all-time favorite Japanese comedies. And I was attempting to identify the specific reasons as to why I feel this way. Firstly, I think that it is a bit silly and maybe not exceptionally clever in its humor. Like, even though we have a number of sub-themes present, the comedy itself seems to be more surface level. And secondly, this is not really a laugh out loud experience. At least that's not the experience it gave me. I smiled quite a bit while watching it. It's quite entertaining, but it's not like gut-busting hilarity. You know what I'm saying? So I think those two things are kind of what limits it to being like one of my personal favorite Japanese comedies. But still, I definitely recommend The Crazy Family, especially if you're exploring Japanese cinema from the 1980s, if you're a fan of Sogo Ishii as a director, or if you just want a bit of a loony or crazy comedy, this should satisfy. It's currently available on Blu-ray from both Third Window Films and Error 4444. And the Tom Mess commentary has some very good observations to help understand the cultural and time period context of the film. So check it out. Good flick. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.